Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Today we're taking a look at some of the new footage that we got on the Mercedes-Benz truck specs from Gamescom. Now, I do already have all of this footage out as just regular videos, so if you want to watch that without me just going yep the whole time, definitely go watch that. So we're going to start it off right here. We've got the MB Track 1500 loading up some bales. And this is pretty cool because it has got the Stoll bale loader on the very back of it. Obviously, it's pretty clear which way the front of this tractor is, and that's Stoll Robust. That is a completely different mod. It comes with the pack, but it's completely different there. The inside's looking pretty good. I'll be honest, we could stop this real quick. So we've got our steering wheel right there. Now there is one around towards the other side as well, which is nice. We've got our buddy seat right there, of course. Now the 1500, if you see me looking over here, I'm taking a look at some specs. So this has got 150 horsepower and goes 40 kilometers per hour, or 24 miles per hour. That's information available on the website, which is nice to see. Pulling forward, I'll be honest, there's not a lot going on here. It's going to load up the bales, and that's kind of it. Also want to point out something else. You may notice that there's no steering wheel facing the right way. And we don't know this for sure, but I'm going to go off on a limb here and say that we're going to have to get a customization option. And you customize it. Do you want it to face this way or the other way? We don't know that for sure, but I'm going to make that assumption because as we saw from the interior cabin, if we just take a look at the interior shots here, where is it? Come on. There we go. This doesn't look like a cabin that rotates, or the inside of it rotating. That stuff looks on there. Now, it might rotate. I don't know. Guess we'll have to find out. As far as some of this other stuff, so at the front, we've got another truck coming with this, the Unimog U. I'm not sure which model it is. We'll look here in a second. And it's loading up on one of the base game trailers, which is the FarmTech DDK 2400. And to be fair, there's really not a lot more going on with this. Obviously, they're just kind of walking around the trailer for some reason. We don't need to focus on the Bell trailer for a DLC if it's in the base game. Just notes for later. Here we can see our truck. Now it's also loaded up here with 6 bales, which do look very, very cool. It was at 216,000 liters of straw. Nice. Loving the interior on this. That is stupid retro. I'm absolutely loving it. Now, when we go back, let's see. It should tell us what the model is here. So that's going to be the U2400. Now, the U2400 has got 241 horsepower. It goes 90 kilometers per hour, which is going to be about 55 miles an hour, somewhere around there. And it looks like it holds 2,200 liters, but this is set up in the bale configuration. So we're going to be running just bales here on the back of it. The interior does look pretty good. Interior is going to be a big thing because here in a second, we're also going to see some like actual working cameras for the rear. One of the other Unimogs, the Unimog U527 through 535, actually has a working rear view mirror, which I find super cool. The sound of this is great, but again, I've got a full video out of that if you wanted to go look at it. Again, here is our interior of it. You've got all the stuff on the right-hand side there, kind of showing you which gears where, which button does what, that kind of thing. Very cool. It's also having a little bit of trouble with all these bales. I assume they are giving it the full beans here. Also, all those numbers at the bottom are in kilometer per hour, so don't worry a whole lot about that. But we're going to be pulling into here now. And this is where we get to see the rear view camera for the first time. And we get to see it 3 times. They really, really wanted us to see that. So goodbye to the U2400 there. And let's say hello to this guy. Now, this is showing off pulling the base game Class Quadrant, so we know we've got that, and I don't know how much horsepower it requires, but trust me, this Unimog is going to have more than enough of it. One of the things we can see here as well, we've got more lights on the front than I was expecting to see, and I think a couple of these are customizations. There are some ones like right at the bottom of the cabin here, and I'm pretty sure those are customization options because they are not in some of the screenshots we've got. Actually, they're a different style completely than what we've got already. I just realized my mouse wasn't being shown, so now you can see exactly where I'm pointing out. It is nice to have the 3-point hitches on there too. This one as well has a flat bed on it. I don't think we get to see one with a tipper bed on the back of it, but the tipper beds will hold 2,500 liters, which is nice to see. So moving forward a little bit, here we go. So this is the 535. This is going to have the most power, 354 horsepower on that one. He's a big boy. I mean, it's a small tractor, basically. All right, so stop. This is where we get to see the camera up here at the top. Unfortunately, with the software, the Windows Media Player, I'm not able to zoom in on that, but it is exactly what's behind. I've gone through all of the footage, and all of the footage that we've seen shows off that camera. Now, the interior looks nice as well. Obviously, we've got right at the bottom, of course, we're not going very fast, to be fair, but we got all of our buttons, all the switches, everything. It looks great, but watch that camera at the top. It is going to be moving, and it is the baler in the back. Now, there's another thing, too. There's a lot of motion blur with it. There's also quite a bit of low quality to it as well. I like to play in 4K. I even boost everything up 200%, so it's running around 6K, and then pretty much downscaling in the monitor and OBS. I'm trying to have everything as clear as possible. And of course, mod videos come out in 1080p. So does the news. But it is lower quality, but it's there. And I think that's the big takeaway from this is it's actually there. Otherwise, they're just doing field work, to be honest. There's not a lot to be like, ooh, ah. It's that camera, man. It is the camera inside every single time. Again, if you wanted to go through and check out the footage, go for it. Here we have a little bit of a closer look at it. I don't know how it got closer or bigger, but there it is. And then we're out of it once more again. Here we jump over now to another thing, which is disking up the ground a little bit, a cultivator in there, something like that. And yet again, it's going to show the interior here in a second, which is super cool. Looks like we have the exact same options on the front of this one as well. Maybe a little bit different, but they look the same. However, again, the big thing is going to be the interior. If they would ever show it, they didn't. It'd be very specific and very selective on what they're showing. Very cool to see the cabin move there as well. So playing in first person is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, man, that is not the direction that I would have gone there for that, but sure. Oh, it's probably an AI worker. Yeah, it definitely is. So here's our interior shot. Obviously, the camera is showing exactly what's going on in the back as well. So that camera up there is just on it. What in the world? This looks like AI workers from Farm Sim 17 that just go in circles. Look at this idiot. All right, anyway. You can see the camera. It's literally what's going on. So it's no trickery, nothing like that. Here is one of the last clips here. We're going to be doing a bit of mowing. It is hooked up to the base game Samaz mowers. Actually, two of my favorite mowers. Absolutely love these things because they do everything that I want them to do. They also come base with Alma, Missouri as well. Showing off a little bit more details here. This is also the 535 with the flatbed. So again, not every customization option that we've seen is being shown. We do know that there are some connection points down at the bottom. I don't know if we're going to be able to use mods or anything like that. Would be very, very cool. So here, they're going to be doing stuff. It looks like we have a very interesting GPS line, blue and yellow. That's a little bit different, isn't it? With green outlines? That's quite different from what we've seen. Interesting. Nonetheless, here you go. You can see the monitor up there at the top. It is showing off the mower that we've got in the back. So again, super duper awesome. This is neat, man. I'm really, really excited that we're actually going to have a camera up there. But yeah, the GPS lines, I don't use whatever the new version of GPS is. I'm still using like just the base where it, you manually end it and stuff. Is this what the other one looks like? Or is this just a new GPS line? Either way, I see you. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I see it. Nonetheless, yeah. I mean, these are tractors at the end of the day, so you will be able to use these just like regular tractors. We have front and rear 3 points, PTOs, plenty of power, but you can also carry stuff around with them, which is very, very neat. That's pretty cool, man. I'm ready for it. Bring it on. And really, that's about it. There wasn't a whole lot of footage that was released for the Mercedes-Benz Trucks Pack. However, the other DLC that we've got coming, the Highlands Fishing Expansion, that one does have a lot of footage. To recap, the Mercedes-Benz Trucks Pack will be releasing on Tuesday, September 9th for all platforms and includes 17 new vehicles and implements from Mercedes-Benz, Myler, Heisemann, Flegel, Search, and Stoll, along with the new tire brand Alliance. Pre-orders are available right now, and you can save 10% off using my code in the description. Using that does go to help support the channel, and you get a discount, so everybody wins. Owners of the Year 1 Season Pass will not need to pre-order, as you already own the DLC technically, and you'll be able to download it on release day. If you don't want to pre-order, or you're just waiting to see what the pack looks like and performs, or you're just not even interested, hey, don't worry. I will be showing off everything in detail and explaining how everything works once we get closer to that release day, so make sure you subscribe, that way you don't miss any future coverage of the Mercedes-Benz Trucks Pack. If you got any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, just hope you have an awesome day. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.